episode. Last night on Earth, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the most fan-freaking-tastic update that we've had in freaking ages. As Act 2 continues, and along with it, we are working on expanding and building up none other than our headquarters. We are in the midst of, if you follow me over here, the third mission. Also, we got some prizes to claim from this second and from the first mission right out over here, but we're in the midst of the third one where we currently have to finish building the headquarters. Also, really quick note, by the way, dude, this outfit here, the handyman outfit, actually the second outfit ever in the game to come along with a perk. That's right, the handyman outfit that we're going to be getting down the line also comes with a perk, making it the second perk outfit behind the one that we're rocking right now in the form of the one from the Ceasefire Fest, where pretty much whenever our armor is in the red, we literally do damage back to any enemies that decide to hurt us with melee. But anyways, I digress. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fan-freaking-tastic show coming your way because we are going to be working towards finishing up the building of none other than our headquarters, because this is what unlocks the rest of truly the settlement once this thing gets built. So we got to work on building up the antenna over here, but on top of that, we also got to work on getting our hands on some other components in the form of this screws over here, which is going to be found over in the motel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start making our way over to do exactly those. I'm like, Star, but your motel hasn't even refreshed over here yet. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That is because about a day and a half ago, minus the 37 minutes or so, I popped over to the motel and just made sure to get the respawn timer started. So actually, the motel has not yet been looted, and not just that, the motel apparently got a secret update. Yeah. This update brings along with, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a brand new addition to the motel. We encountered this in a previous quest line during like Act 1 or something, but it's actually a permanent addition to the motel. Star, what are you talking about, dude? Do not worry. We will get to it right now. We're making our way over here because we're going to be trying to get our hands on some of those screws, which were detailed as one of the possible loot goals that we can get from this area. So without further ado, let's get the chippity chopping some of these Roman zombies. And dude, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give Lexi some freaking turkey so she can accompany us along with our adventures. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the other location that we are going to. We might be like, Star, but the settlement has so many more buildings that you can build. Well, here is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Supposedly, from what a little birdie has told me, I don't know how truthful this birdie is, but this would make a lot of sense because supposedly all the other loot things that you can get that go towards building the settlement and all the other all the other various buildings, apparently all the loot, like the asbestos, like the spark plugs from the motel, all that stuff, apparently those don't start spawning in until you finish your headquarters, except supposedly the motel. Now, over at our stream, twitch.tv/Starsnipe, where we're live every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, link at the very top of the description. Hope to see you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, over there. If you have not already popped out over, like I said, live every single Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, playing some Last Day on Earth, have an absolute ball. Hopefully, I do see you all there. If you do not know what time that stream starts in your own local time, so twitch.tv/Starsnipe schedule, we'll be able to go ahead and help you out. Also, link near the top of the description. Be sure to go ahead and pop on over to that where we are live playing some Last Day on Earth, having a ball, kicking off the weekend with a bang every single weekend. We got the face cam on, we got the live chat rolling, making it for a bit of a unique experience compared to our usual shenanigans over here on the YouTube side, but still the same Last Day on Earth that we do oh so love. But anyways, let's go and just get this explosion popping over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Pop that puppy on open and lay a little bit of pipe on these Roman zombies over here. But as I was saying, yeah, dude, we're sending these zombies straight back to Rome. We got roaming zombies coming at us. Well, guess what, baby? You're going straight back to Rome. Let's go ahead and pop out, open this doorway over here. Hello, Roman zombie. How are you doing? Whatchamacall. So anyways, let me just go ahead and really quickly, I got like 5 different things on my mind over here. We will get to all of them eventually, hopefully, unless these freaking trains of thoughts completely derail themselves. Let's go. We'll always like a little bit of baseball attitude right out over there. But whatchamacall, over there on those streams where we are having a blast every single Friday, this past Friday, we were actually going through every single location that supposedly got a new loot drop added to it. So I'm talking the port, I'm talking the motel, I'm talking the farm, and I'm talking the gas station as well. And none of them dropped any of the new loot that we need for building the various buildings over in the settlement. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and if you guys are confused, like, Star, what is this settlement you're talking about? It's the place that we started the video at, and if y'all have not yet, you definitely want to check out the previous video that introduces you to this update, because, dude, this update introduces a lot, man. man. There's no other way of putting it. This is the update we've been waiting so freaking long for, and there is a lot to go over. And also, speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about, dog. This was not here before. There is now a top secret basement you can enter within the confines of the motel. I believe that basement actually unlocks itself after one of the first like Act 2 missions that you partake in or something like that. And I want to say that that basement has like a possibility of dropping some of those screws, because so far we have actually gotten screws in the past, whatchamacallit, from one of those missions that we did in the midst of Act 2. And I have heard, all right, rumors on the Last Day on Earth Discord and all that other jazz that supposedly people have been collecting screws already. So we are going to be looting the bejesus out of the motel in hopes of finding exactly those screws and, well, using those towards building. I forgot to freaking sneak up on this loader bloater. Using those screws towards building up none other than the barracks, which is the building that requires screws. This is not going to open up. That's all right. I'll go ahead and bring a little iron hatchet action over here and chop that puppy down. But that is the building that requires screws to finish, because all of the buildings that the settlement did add are primarily composed of resources that we already have had access to before this update. But this update did supposedly introduce new resources towards a bunch of locations. Some of those locations being the sewers over at the port, whatchamacallit, the gas station. Dude, you guys aren't gonna open up either? Gosh darn it, man. These zombies are being so freaking rude, making me have to use my hatchet to break down some of these doors, dude. What the heck? But whatchamacallit, the sewers over at the port supposedly have had asbestos added to them. The farm has had iron wire added to it. Whatchamacallit, the gas station or a location connected to the gas station, like the highway location that we visited back in Act 1, supposedly has had spark plugs added to it, which are going to be used for building up the minivan. Super freaking excited for that, man. Whatchamacallit, and then the farm iron wire, port asbestos, what is it, the motel screws, and then of course the new factory location, the one brand new location, I mean besides the settlement itself, but the like actual new permanent location that was introduced by this update did get the satellite added to it, which is kind of what we need to finish kind of like our current iteration of what we are building. So we'll be popping over to the factory. There we go. That's what I was hoping for, getting that door busted on down right over there. We'll be popping over to the factory shortly after this. Do you not diddly worry about that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Let's use a little bit of band-aid action over there. Finish your chippity chopping you up. Let's get a little bit of pipe up in that secondary slot. Eat up a little bit of that grub. Get our hunger, our water, and all that jazz up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do we got over here inside of this chest? Hopefully something good. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. No, nothing at all. I mean, there's some stuff, but not what I'm looking for, man. I got better armor back at home. I'm not too concerned about that. But if this was you looting the motel, dude, highly recommend bringing some of the stuff back home for show, for show. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on that stream, we were actually looting up, and I'm gonna have to get another hatchet to pop this thing open. Hatchet acquired. Anyways, as I was saying, on that stream, we were looting up all these locations, and we did not manage to get anything from them. And I've heard kind of like a similar thing from people over on the Last Day on Earth Discord, from the general Last Day on Earth community at large, that supposedly it seems like you might not be able to get a lot of these location-based like loot until you either A, finish building up your headquarters, which is the one that requires the satellites from the factory, or B, until you do some sort of a mission in the midst of the act associated, in the midst of Act 2, that is, associated with your location. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's just go ahead and run it on back. So right now we are in the midst of Act 2, all right? And dude, I want that handyman outfit so freaking bad. I cannot wait for that. But anyways, right now we're in the midst of Act 2. In Mission 2, it was primarily focused around the motel and searching for screws for Connor. Mission 3, the factory and getting those antennas. Now, we still have missions 4, 5, and 6, and we also still have the sewers, the farm, and whatchamacallit, the highway by the gas station has 3 other locations. So it seems like each of these missions kind of coincides with one of these locations. So what it might honestly be is that these locations will not drop the loot associated with their settlement building that you utilize to build up the settlement building until you like actually do the mission associated with it. And that kind of lines up because I've been hearing supposedly from folks that you can actually get screws from the motel already. Now, I didn't manage to do that on my stream because I may or may not have literally just had the worst luck in the freaking universe, dude. All right, sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm not. That might have just been one of the times that I was not lucky. And the reason I think that screws might be attainable is because you have this new addition to the motel in the form of this secret basement that we can access, that we are popping into none other than right freaking meow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So we are back in the basement we have visited in the past from some of the story mode missions, and now we're back in a repeatable fashion, and hopefully at the end of it all there will be some screws awaiting us, man, because if not, well then screw that, no pun intended. I would not be very amused with those outcomes. I tell you what, let's just go ahead and pop you open right there, my dude. There are no crawlers coming out of there anymore. We do have Starsnipe over here in the back of our backpack. Meowing and giving us all that encouragement that we require. Let's go and get that sneaky dicky on the fast router over here and bash him upside the head and do them in before they even got a chance to respond to our lightning quick actions over here, man. I do love the pipe that we are laying right now, though. What up, Toxic Spirit? How you doing? Bada bing, bada boom. See you later, alligator. Yeah, dude. Love the freaking weapons that we are rocking on the metal pipe over here. The big one bone and the spiked handle, dude. The big one bone right there. That is one of the weapon modifications. Why you definitely want to be going for those big one bones, or just kind of like those like big bones that get dropped by some of the bosses and mini bosses in the game. They literally create some of the most powerful melee weapon modifications in the game. Only melee weapon mods. You don't use bones for composing any of the ranged weapon mods, but I mean the melee weapon mods are all like, they all add so much critical chance and just damage in general. Don't you spit on me, Toxic Spitter. I get that's in your job title, but like, don't you freaking do it, man. That is slightly ever so rude of you, my dude. But let's go ahead and clear through this stuff right over here. But anyways, as I was saying, but I have heard that supposedly people have been getting, why am I being attacked by something? Where is the fast runner come from? I do not know, but you're dead, my dude. Yeah, I have heard that supposedly people, unless they are just lying, I hope that's not the case, that people have been able to get screws from the motel. Which makes me think that like what might happen is once you finish the mission, or once you start the mission associated with that location, like in Act 2, right? Mission 2 or whatever was associated with the motel. Once you start this mission, you can start getting screws from the motel. And then mission 3, we started mission 3, now you can start getting antennas from the factory. So what it kind of seems like is that you might need to start the mission associated with that location to unlock the new loot that location then subsequently doesn't drop. Or the other possibility is that you literally need to finish up none other than just like the headquarters first with all the antennas from the factory before all the other locations start dropping. But I have heard rumors that people have been getting screws from this location, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna be from none other than this chest over here. So hopefully luck is on our side and we get some screws coming our way. Big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. Boom! Shakalaka, baby! Whoa! Why am I so excited? Because, dude, when I looted up the motel in my stream, I got no screws whatsoever, but this time I got 5. So what does it seem? That it depends on luck, man. By the looks of it, you get anywhere from 0 to 5 screws from this chest right over here. And that brings our grand total of screws up into 8. We are almost 1/3 of the way towards finishing up our barracks. Let's freaking go, especially because the motel is going to be respawning yet again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I do got to say, it does appear like none other, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like that chest right there is the chest that you're looking for. So what I think that means is that if you go to the motel, you don't gotta clear out the rest of the motel. You should still get that grenade from the little locked room, right? But you don't gotta clear out the entirety of the motel unless you want to. Well, you could just go ahead, make your way to the basement, and just make your way over to that chest. That's the chest that's got the screws, baby. Wahoo! I'm sorry, man. It's just adds to that, but like, Star, I've never seen anyone so hyped about screws. Listen, man. I literally thought that I may have just been getting lied to by the community, by the people on the Let's Down at Discord, because I was like, dude, when I looted the motel, I got no screws. But it turns out it is indeedly new luck-based, and I just had some bad luck the first time, but y'all saw it here. I got it on the recording. We had some good luck this time. We got 5 screws coming our way, and those are gonna go towards none other than building up the barracks. Now, if you'll excuse me, though, we still gotta get our hands on some more of them antennas, and guess what? That's where that factory right there is gonna come in, Sonny Jibbos. Let's make our way over to that and try to collect some of that. It's also a secret update slash patch was applied to the game, ladies and gentlemen. This was a big thing of concern. I saw plenty of comments about this. As you know, this replaced the Pinewood location. Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of a bummer. Basically got all the wood locations, yeah, but the raiders, they send you off to the Pinewood. They're like, yo, brother, there is a Colonel Zombie that you gotta take down. and there was a small period of time where that zombie was not killable because he would not spawn in. There was no more pine wood for him to spawn into. So I do believe developers have applied a bit of a patch. And now the kernel actually spawns in to the factory, also making it kind of cool that the factory kind of has like a little mini boss built into it in the form of the kernel. I do think you might need the Raiders quest to have the kernel spawn in, or maybe we'll just see him guaranteed. I don't know. Let's see. That's why we're going to the abandoned factory after all to clear this place out. But yes, dude, I just love that, man. Okay, so confirmed. I think what happens after you start the mission associated with the location, mission 2 associated with the motel, mission 3 associated with the factory, mission 4 town motel. But whatever. Once I think once you start the mission associated with whatever, I gotta find, dude. I gotta find transistors for that again, dude. Okay, well, I thought maybe I'd be able to like loot them. Maybe I will be able to. I do see a few chests over here that we might just be able to get some of the stuff that we're looking for out of. Yellow, Mr. Zombie, and goodbye to you. And we got another fast spider coming our way. That's right. We'll go ahead and mop up right there. Is this gonna have the transistors that I'm looking for? Please tell me I can find this stuff from this location. I'm not seeing transistors. I am seeing the truck wheels, which are actually to come very in handy now that we actually gotta use them to build the minivan over at the base. I mean, hopefully those transistors we need to repair that thing can be attained from elsewhere. This, again, man, we need more transistors. Transistors, it just looks like the freaking, this area is gonna use a lot more transistors, man. If you're headed to the factory, just bring transistors, dude. This thing eats up transistors like nobody's business by the looks of it. Cause, oh, hello, I smell awful, and there goes my ability to sneak attack people. That's all right. All right, well, you know what? I already smell awful, so I don't care if they spit on me even more. But what I do care about is again, ooh, a locked chest. Hello, this was not here the first time around that we looted up the factory. I don't know, I just love the fact that the factory has returned, dude. This used to be a temporary location super far back in the day, but I am so happy to see that it has not gone to waste, man, because literally this was used for like a temporary season and then just like it disappeared. But now it is actually back in a permanent fashion as a permanent location that we are gonna be able to loot. Sure, we lost the pine wood, but like, dude, we got an actual permanent location, which at least in my eyes makes the game and the open world and everything just feel so much more wide open, dude. Like something about like, I'd rather have 2 wooden zones and whatchamacallit, 2 wooden zones and you know, another location than 3 wooden zones, because you know this is a unique location, and unique locations just make the game feel more full. But I don't know, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below, what y'all are thinking of the update is so far, how it is treating you, how far along in the update y'all may be, and goodbye to you, my friend. How far along in the update y'all might be, and jazz like that. Okay, hold up, I just got you baited a little bit there. Even more transistors, yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, you are like literally just gonna need to bring transistors to this location, because it does not look like they're gonna be attainable purely from loot. The first time around we were able to get the transistors from this locker. That appears to be a first time only thing. Otherwise, man, come here with transistors. And all right, I've got more than enough transistors to go ahead and repair all of these things. And I think the way that it works, I mean, this is unrelated. I think just using the transistors here brings this chest down. We can open up the chest, hopefully have a chance of getting an antenna out of here. There was no antenna out of that one. The loot was actually kind of lackluster, but whatever. I digress, dude. Let it be. Let it be. We still got that zombie truck wheel over there, but we'll just pass on that for now because I got a few of those back at base. I can always come back to the factory as well. Let's go ahead and repair that puppy over there. You hear the rattle of mechanisms. Mechanisms, you say? Hot diggity dog. What sorts of mechanisms are we talking about here? Are we mechanical mechanisms, dude? What is happening? There is some insanity. And hold up, dude. You got like 6 health left over. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm punching you to that. Float like a bee, sting like a butterfly, baby. Never stood a chance. What do we got to do over here? Turn that thing. Can I open up this? No, it's got to be locked from the other side. So I guess we'll have to make our way to the other side. It did say that it heard like the mechanical mechanisms or something. The front door still appears to be a little bit on the locked side. But if I had to guess, we can probably repair this little thing right over here. And boom, the gates are open, and along with it, dude, let's bring a little bit of a more kind of high damage output melee weapon like the katana, man. That thing swings fast, swinging and banging, baby, and try to take down some of our, okay, there was no stealthiness. I forgot. I smell awful. Stealthy is not in my repertoire right now, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. Goodbye to you, baby. What do we got over here? We got some sort of additional repair that we can do. Let's just take down the toxic spitter, and we should be able to do exactly that. Turn on the lights. Sure thing. What do we get over here out of this box? I don't think any of these boxes topside can have the antenna. Hopefully I get proven wrong, so that'd be awesome. By the looks of it, though, the first time that we got the antenna from visiting the factory was from the basement, so the basement might continue to be the key towards that. Hopefully we can get multiple antennas in a single run, because like I want to be able to finish up building our settlement kind of ASAP, man. But you know what, it is what it is. We'll continue rolling with the punches. But ooh, hold up, we got a little bit of loot over here, so hopefully something good. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Mediocre money. I'll eat up that roasted turkey though. Bring our health up to full. That disabled the gas. We should be able to pop open this crate again. Probably won't have the antenna, but it's got some other loot here and there. Not the greatest in the world, but I'll take it. Now though, we make our way over to the basement, which should be where that antenna is going to wait us. But like I was saying, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, how the update is treating y'all, what y'all think of the update, what y'all think of the settlement so far. I do know that some people are bummed out that you can't finish the settlement right away, but I do kind of like how that kind of like forces you to kind of like space things out a little bit, and you can't just finish the update all in one day. I like that it kind of forces you to enjoy and take your time with the update, man, you know, because like there are definitely some not enough energy. What the heck? What? Oh, this is interesting. The factory has apparently a different setup. That's okay. Okay, so apparently the basement can spawn in different iterations. Normally we got to go through this doorway. This time we're going through this doorway over here. It's like a bit reversed. This is gonna be unique, so I'm guessing we gotta bring a generator, whatchamacallit, from over here to turn on the energy to open up that doorway or something. That's gonna be interesting, man. We'll see exactly how this plays out. I'm bringing out the Uzi Jacuzzi, baby. Welcome to your all-inclusive stay at the 5-star resort known as, whatchamacallit, the Starsnipe Resort and Spa, baby. Let's go ahead and mow on down those parasites over there. Uzi bullets provided for free, of course. Let's go and grab that. Toss this puppy on down in the generator slot, and that should provide the energy that we are looking for. That is interesting, though. The factory basement can spawn in like different versions, so it kind of forces you, you know, to do things uniquely sometimes. This thing opened up. Can I open up the doorway from the other way now? Like, how's this gonna work? Because I did just add some energy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can. But there appear to be a lot of, how does one say, electrified puddles. Now listen, man, I've played enough Pokemon in my day to know that electricity, super effective on water. Listen, I'm not trying to get in the middle of that. I am trying to, I thought I could maybe like deactivate that. I was led astray. Let's go and pop this puppy open. Yellow, yellow. I was taking a lot of damage over there. Let's continue mowing these folks down. And beautiful, you're done, son. Where is, okay, it appears to be over there. I still, how am I supposed to do this? Hold up. There you go, electricity turned off. Let's go and hit the gas valve. Can we breathe again? Maybe. I think we can breathe again. Woo! No, I was lied to. We cannot actually breathe. What the heck? So is that room just eternally gassy? What is going on? Maybe it's like, okay, no, so cleared out the gas of this room. Now the electricity is super powerful over there. Hold up, dude. I am getting like actually so kerfuffled right now. What? So what am I supposed to do? Electricity turned off. Okay, so that turns off this electricity. And then we can turn off the gas over there. Dude, oh my God, it's like playing a game of ping pong. I'm just going back and forth. Hey, wait. The gas is still on in here? Okay, no, I think that was just the leftover gas. Okay, now we can loot up this chest. Hopefully get something good. Big money, no whammy. Nothing that great. But I'm gonna guess the real stuff that we're looking for is gonna be coming from this crate at the end of it all. Dude, you better have an antenna for me. Big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. Let's go. That appears to be exactly the case. That brings our total to 2 out of 5 of the antennas that we need. So there might be a few more factory runs in our future before we're able to complete that, unless maybe we're able to, like, I don't know. Let me know in that comment section down below. Have y'all only been able to get 1 antenna so far out of your factory runs? And also let me know how your motel runs have been going, how many screws you've been able to get per run, what's been your best output of screws, you know, what's been your best output of antenna, whatever it is. Let's try to just freaking gather all the information humanly possible so we can try to strategize around this update as much as possible. And that also did open up this second chest, I believe, by clearing out the basement. The second chest opens up and nothing too fan-freaking-tastic, unfortunately, but whatever, man. We'll roll with the punches. I am more than good with that. And with that, the factory run has been completed. for now. Before we dip it out of the factory, like I was saying, yeah, let me know how y'all's runs have been going, how you guys have been progressing, guys and gals, with this update so far, and all these different components you get from some of these locations, so we can hopefully just kind of like gather all the information possible and tackle this update from the most strategic point imaginable. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, over here at Starsnipe, we're going to continue doing everything in our power to clear this update as soon as possible. So make sure to subscribe with that notification bell, hit to stay in the loop with everything Last Day on Earth related, whether it be this update or future updates as well. We got nothing but the greatest and latest coming your way absolutely ASAP and as soon as possible. So looking forward to seeing y'all in some future videos as well. And don't forget to hit that like button while you're at it. Like I'm saying, a little in that comment section down below, how the update's been treating y'all, you know, how much loot you've been able to get from each location, how y'all's buildings has been going, and just overall what y'all think of the update so far, because I know that some people are not big fans of the fact that you can't finish all the act right away. But honestly, man, I like the fact that it spaces things out. It forces you to come back. It forces you to play the game a little bit, dude. Like, these are the types of updates that I feel like Last Day on Earth needs to add longevity to the game. Updates that you don't just finish in one day. Updates that even if you have a horde of stockpile of loot like I do, you still gotta kind of work towards it, man. These updates are awesome. You know, I love this, especially because of what's on the other side. This settlement, this idea of a second base is just freaking crazy, and it's got me so exhilarated, and just clear these locations literally as soon as possible every time to try and finish this as soon as possible, because like I want to get to the bottom of what the heck this settlement's got in store for us. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, how the update is treating y'all and what y'all think of it so far. And of course, make sure you stay tuned for all the more greatness coming your way. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe the motel should be pretty close to yet another respawn. So why don't we wait for that timer to go on up, and then let's make our way back to the motel. And now that we kind of know, dude, we only really have to clear the basement. So in about 12 minutes, you guys and gals don't have to wait 12 minutes. All right, I have the power of editing. So you guys will have to wait a few seconds tops, but I'm gonna wait 12 minutes. And then we're gonna pop over to the motel, and we're gonna have a ball clearing that basement out yet again. And good news, the motel has respawned. Going to make our way over there absolutely ASAP, because ladies and gentlemen, I literally want to do this absolutely as humanly as possible. This motel respawned about 30 seconds ago, and guess what, man? We're capitalizing upon that. I do not want a second to spare when it comes to this type of stuff. I want to be able to build everything out of that settlement as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and clear out this motel. Hopefully, I mean, hey, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all could like cross your fingers too, that'd be pretty awesome that we get 5 screws this time around. That'd be, how do the kids say nowadays, pretty cash money of you. I would highly appreciate that if you could help a brother out with some cash money too. But there we have the basement. Yellow, goodbye. And let's, I suppose, loot you up. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to go to the basement. Let's go to the basement of the motel. And that is so awesome that this update kind of like in secret, like they didn't like really advertise it in the update notes or anything like that. But like in secret, it kind of added on to existing locations, because I'm guessing the other locations are gonna work similarly, where like the farm, like you'll be able to loot the new iron wire location from like a special subsection of the farm, kind of similar to the special basement that was added. Maybe there's gonna be a special basement added to the farm, special basement, like a double basementception added to whatchamacallit, like the sewer, or whatchamacallit, any of the other locations. Oh my god, why are there so many people running up on me then? But whatever it is, all those locations, I totally could see something along those lines happening, where there's like just like a new area added to each of these locations mentioned in the update, and then every time that you go there, like that basement is guaranteed, or it's guaranteed to have a chance, or I guess in that there's no real guarantee, it's just a chance. It has a chance of dropping what you're looking for. Because that's like, I mean, we can only find screws, dude. Out of like the many times I've looted the motel so far, this is the only place I found screws, and I'm guessing that hopefully we're gonna find some more today. Let's go! I'll take 4. That ain't 5, but that's the next best thing, baby. We talking 4. I'll take that, man. That brings our grand total up to 12 screws out of the 30 that we require to finish building the barracks at the settlement. Speaking of which, hello, we're back at the settlement. Why? Because I just want to do a real quick recap of where we are at. So we have gotten 5, 4, and then 3 the very first time screws for the barracks, which brings our grand total to 12 out of the 30 that we require. Everything else literally ignore, because I can tell you for a fact I have everything else we need to build the barracks. So it's just a matter of getting those screws. We're at 12 out of 30, so we're a little bit of the third of the way there, almost halfway there. if you do the math on that. And then, of course, we do have, whatchamacall, the headquarters, where, again, I got everything else we need except for the antennas. And the good news is, I'll go ahead and actually fill those up. Oh, there we go. We're at 2 out of 5 of those antennas. So we got probably 3 more factory runs until we'll be able to get them, unless maybe we can get multiple antennas in a single go. That'd be pretty cash money. So those are the 2 buildings we're currently making steady progress upon, and we are actually able to get the loot for. The iron wire, so far, I have not been able to coerce to spawn out of the farm. I think we might actually need to finish building the headquarters before we unlock the iron wire as a loot drop from the farm, unfortunately. Whatchamacall. And then similarly, the minivan over here, I do not believe we can be getting construction on with the asbestos. We have to get that from the port sewers. And again, the way it seems like things are happening, you gotta start the mission that relates to that location before it has the possibility to drop the new item at the location. Similarly enough here, the minivan, definitely the hardest to craft out of this stuff, some complicated things, but the spark plugs, we have everything else. We do not have the spark plugs, which can be found in the highway by the gas station, which doesn't even seem like a thing, dude. The highway seems like it's gonna be a new location that we can access via quest. Not like at the actual gas station, but you go to the gas station first, and then there's like a little like path you can take off the side of the gas station that teleports you to a new highway location or something along those lines. That's probably where the spark plugs will be able to acquire from. But again, it appears like all of these will be able to get one by one as we go through the missions. So that's the progress. That's how things are shaping up over here in the settlement, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And we'll continue shaping this settlement and making it absolutely as fan-freaking-tastic as possible. Building this puppy up, and just long story short, showing off all of this update has to offer, because this is going to be an update that unfolds over the coming days, weeks, and heck, even months. Because if you think about it, right, like Act 2, so far, if we open things up and close it, Chapter 2 is not even available yet, man. Building out. Right now, Chapter 1's called the Foundation, and it seems like we'll unlock the ability to build all these basic structures, and then we have this whole building out, which makes you think that, are we gonna be able to build like another base somewhere else, you know? Because once we finish Act 1, you gotta imagine we'll be able to finish building the minivan, because we'll unlock the ability to find the spark plugs, and then maybe the minivan will be the key towards building another base somewhere else. Kind of similar to how the zombie truck was originally supposed to be, because the minivan is pretty much just a zombie truck, but not as decked out. Yo, hold up. Is the zombie truck not here anymore? Did they? What? Are you kidding me? Am I blind, or is there no zombie truck anymore, dude? Yeah, long story short, that confirms it. Whatchamacall, I mean, not like literally, but like I'm pretty much like 99% confirmed. Eventually, we upgrade this thing into the actual zombie trucks. They got rid of the zombie truck out of the crafting table. This literally looks like the exact minivan the zombie truck was based off of, dude. I could totally see throughout the progress of Act 2, as more updates come out, as more chapters are unlocked, you know, we'll be able to actually turn this thing into a zombie truck. But then this building out, man, I wonder if that means we'll be able to upgrade our current base foundations, kind of building the buildings for the first time, then building out is upgrading some of these structures like the walls, the barracks, the headquarters, the minivan, all that jazz, or if it literally maybe means like building another base somewhere else via the minivan, dude. I don't know. We have a lot of possibilities, because the minivan, again, seems like it's gonna be a big focus of the update, because like it's the literal photo for Act 2. Gotta keep that in mind. And a holy voice crack, let's pretend that that did not happen. Anyways, though, I digress. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below about all this jazz. Now this act appears to be playing out, and some of those things I just had to say, because I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on it, because ladies and gentlemen, there ain't no better way to brainstorm how things are gonna go than by collaboratively doing it. I've thrown my thoughts and whatnot into the world, and now I need the world to throw those thoughts and whatnot back at me. Hopefully with some constructive building upon and feedback and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think, for sure. But with that said, with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's gonna do this. I'll wrap it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.